Hi Kip, it's so great to be able to meet with you again today to discuss this partnership. I think it's a great idea for Yeti and Salesforce to be able to partner from a priority business goals standpoint. Both Yeti and Salesforce are looking to strengthen and grow customer relationships as well as develop new ones, and Salesforce can give you the tools to be able to do that on one single organized platform. Today I would like to build off of what we discussed in previous meetings and walk through my recommendation with you, how it meets Yeti's specific needs and how it will take Yeti where it wants to go to expanding that brand awareness and increasing your customer base. Does that sound okay with you?
Yeah, sounds great.
Great. So as we previously discussed in our meetings, Yeti is interested in investing in a more efficient and organized system for tracking customer data and information. Sales Cloud platform does provide you with a single stop and shop for all that customer information. It helps you keep track of it, and it's all in a centralized location. It gives you a complete, clear view of customer accounts and contacts, provides you with activity history, key contacts, customer communications, and internal account discussions, and it's constantly updated in real time for you. This system ultimately reduces the time your salespeople would spend collecting customer information from multiple different databases and places, like as your current system is doing. And so this ultimately lets your salespeople focus then on building those strong customer relationships, because I know that's a super important part of Yeti. I'm also aware of that expressed concern you had in our last meeting about Yeti really needing a customizable CRM platform. So based on that, I would recommend purchasing our Lightning Enterprise Sales Cloud for at least a 2-year period. This Sales Cloud edition is the most customizable for your business, and it will really help you automate your processes. In addition, I know Yeti's mission is to look for ways to continually deliver that personalized experience, and this specific Sales Cloud will make it that completely simple for you. It helps salespeople sell faster, smarter, in the way they want to. Purchasing for a 2-year period will allow your salespeople to really adjust to this new CRM, to go through that training process, and for you to really see accurate results. How does this sound to you?
It sounds great. I definitely understand all of that, but I'm still concerned about your mentioning of a 2-year trial period. That seems like a large amount of time to introduce this CRM system and to train my employees to use it.
Totally, I completely understand that, and adjusting to a new CRM system can seem very daunting and kind of like a waste of time. But what type of training do your employees currently use to get all the information they need to know about your customer databases?
Well, when they join the sales team, they're shown by another more seasoned sales team member how to access the databases and use them. And this process usually takes about an hour or 2.
Okay, so Salesforce's training process takes actually a very similar amount of time to your current one. Our training course guides your salespeople step by step through the learning process on how to use the system and its many features in only about 2 to 3 hours as well. If questions arise in this training process, Salesforce also has a support number that you can call to either have a Salesforce representative sent out to your specific location, or just someone you can call and specify your needs to them, and they can try to help you resolve them over the phone. We also have a success community online, which is filled with other Sales Cloud users and as well as Sales Cloud experts, so you can also access that online if you don't want to call or have someone sent out to you. I know switching to Salesforce will be an adjustment and temporarily slow down your salespeople during the learning process. However, in the long run, Salesforce will save Yeti time and improve employee productivity, because all that information is on that one user-friendly platform that I did mention before. They will no longer have to waste that time collecting information, logging into multiple different systems and looking up the same customer within all of them. I even have a testimonial here from US Bank, which is another company that was concerned about the time spent on that training and adoption period. So if you flip to actually page 7 of that with me, and we can read the excerpt that I have together. It's from one of the US Bank VPs. So he says, training people and getting them to adopt Salesforce was a major consideration for US Bank. However, the company points to Trailhead, Salesforce's guided learning paths, as an important part of that initiative. When introducing Salesforce within US Bank, the enterprise CRM team found individual users were much quicker to adapt to the Salesforce platform once they completed the Trailhead Pass. This was simply one of the tools given to us by Salesforce to ease that transition.
Wow, it's really great to hear that this concern was mitigated by other major companies like us. It makes me more confident in the potential transition process.
Great, I'm really glad to hear that. So US Bank is actually just one of the many companies that was a little bit concerned about this process because they were using a different system and that whole transition period they were worried about the time it would take. So I have some other testimonials. If you'd like to see them, I could send them your way after this meeting as well.
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Of course. So I'm glad you brought up that training because that is a huge selling point for Salesforce and what makes us stand out against our competitors. But I'd also like to explain in more detail like how to set up Salesforce, how our product works, and also how you communicate value to your salespeople of why you are transitioning to this new CRM system. So as for the setup, the time it takes to set up Sales Cloud does differ depending on your business. However, compared to the amount of time it takes to install, set up, upgrade individual computers within your whole system in your company, this setup is far simpler and faster for you. You also don't need a Salesforce expert to get started either, and can do so on your own schedule, so you don't have to coordinate that with them. However, if you do or don't feel comfortable with this, we can go ahead and schedule a time with a Salesforce representative for you. So we have many helpful guides that can help speed up the process and show you how to set up and modify everything within your Sales Cloud for your business. Additionally, you can call our hotline again if you have any further questions, and we can lead you and guide you every step along the way.
Wow, it sounds like you've thought through everything.
Thank you. We really try to streamline the process and make it as simple as possible for our customers. As for how our Lightning Enterprise Sales Cloud works, once you activate your Salesforce account, you're taken to the home page. And the main new and exciting feature that we like to show off to everyone is that the information that your salespeople need is really surfaces as needed. So it further eases their search for information. Additionally, you can continually customize your Sales Cloud as you need. So if you realize as people are using Sales Cloud that some other unrealized need arises, you can go ahead and update your dashboards and all your customization features to further help you along the process and to fill that need.
Wow, I had no idea that you were able to do this. I'm excited about that capability.
Everyone at Salesforce was very excited about it too. It's one of our main selling points with this version, Lightning Enterprise, versus the classic version we have. As for how to convey value, I wanted to address this just because sometimes you will receive pushback from your salespeople adjusting CRM systems or getting one altogether because they are successful, as we can tell from Yeti's sales, that they are successful using your current system. So we want to make sure you have the tools to demonstrate them the value of why you switched to Sales Cloud. So we really stress in our training program the saying, if it doesn't exist in Salesforce, it doesn't exist, because data quality and completeness is a priority of ours, and so for that reason, we are the #1 CRM platform currently out there. So even though they are successful with their old system, we really want to stress that we're giving them further tools to even make the success greater for them.
Wow, this is something that I hadn't even really considered, but I'm glad you addressed it. I can definitely foresee a couple of our salespeople being hesitant to adopt Sales Cloud.
Yeah, we've heard feedback from other companies that they've had some pushback from their salespeople, and so we try to make this a part of our process and informing the management on this so they know how to deal with it. So now that you have the tools to handle this pushback and to help with a more seamless transition, I'm going to move into the final part of my business presentation, which is the business impact of using Sales Cloud. So I actually brought a study with you that's located on the next page of that handout that I gave you. Yeah, right there. And Salesforce released this about Forrester Consulting in 2018. So this study shows that the total economic impact of using Lightning Enterprise led the company to obtain an ROI of 341% over a 3-year period. So this is something we really like to stress and showcase to other companies because it's something very achievable for all companies. So you can go ahead and hang on to that if you would like.
Thank you. Don't mind if I do.
Of course. And in addition, our data analysts have found that on average, salesperson efficiency does increase by 15%. And this is due to your salespeople having all of that information in that one database, and for all of that information surfacing also as they need. So it's just really accessible and easy for them to find information and to further help their customers. And so the salespeople will be able to find new prospects, qualify leads, and just sell more Yeti products in general, which overall increases sales and generates more revenue for your company.
Wow, that's quite the impressive increase in the efficiency rate.
It is, and I think Yeti will really benefit from having this customer information data in that one platform, but also from this edition's extensive customization features. Kip, if you don't have any further questions, I'd like to set up a final meeting with you and some other stakeholders. Does next week at 3 o'clock sound good to you?
Yes, that works well. I will email the others to let them know.
Great, thank you. And here is my resource. So it is from the US Bank, and it's off the Salesforce website, and it has their testimonials that they've written out for Salesforce specifically, and that's where I quoted from, as well as the Forrester consulting is on here as well.